Welcome back, teachers. We are thrilled to have you here for GAL's supplemental review. Our goal is to help you prepare for your LED in September 2023, and we're confident that with our 25-item review of professional education, you'll be well on your way to success. Remember, we're here to support you every step of the way. Let's do this together. Prayer. Our Father, I turn to you, seeking your divine help and mercy, as I ask for your grace to help me pass my board exam. I ask for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding so that I can remember everything I have studied. Please do not abandon me in this time of need, but grant me the favor I seek. I ask this in your holy name. Amen. Taking the time to review and improve your knowledge and skills is a crucial step in becoming a licensed professional teacher, LPT. By committing to a thorough and dedicated review process, you'll be better equipped to succeed in the LPT exam and, more importantly, to excel in your teaching career. As you review, you'll gain a deeper understanding of the principles and practices of effective teaching, and you'll be able to apply this knowledge in the classroom to help your students succeed. Remember that becoming an LPT is not just about passing an exam. It's about committing to a lifelong pursuit of excellence in teaching. So take the time to review thoroughly, and know that your efforts will be rewarded with a fulfilling and impactful career as an LPT. As a teacher preparing for the board exam, you know how important it is to have access to high-quality resources and support. By subscribing to this channel, you'll gain access to expert guidance, comprehensive study materials, and proven strategies for success on the board exam. Our content is designed specifically to help teachers like you ace the exam and achieve your professional goals. Don't miss out on this opportunity to get the edge you need to succeed. Subscribe to our channel today and join our community of aspiring educators. Thank you for your support. Subscription is free. Please click the subscribe button, including the notification bell, to be updated on our newest videos. Remember, dear teachers, that passing your board exam is not about getting it right on the first try. It's about resilience, determination, and perseverance. Like Thomas Edison, who didn't give up after 10,000 failed attempts, you too can learn from every mistake and move closer to success. Every time you take a practice test, every time you study a new concept, every time you overcome a challenge, you're one step closer to achieving your goal. Don't be discouraged by setbacks or failures. Instead, view them as opportunities to learn, grow, and improve. You have the knowledge, skills, and passion to succeed. Believe in yourself, keep going, and before you know it, you'll be celebrating your hard-earned success as a licensed and accomplished teacher. Question number 1. Which of the following best describes taught curriculum? A. The official curriculum documents created by the government or educational institutions. B. The knowledge, skills, and attitudes that teachers and students actually engage with and learn in the classroom. C. The curriculum that is taught in private schools. D. The curriculum that is taught through online courses. Which of the following best describes taught curriculum? For question number 1, the correct answer is B. The knowledge, skills, and attitudes that teachers and students actually engage with and learn in the classroom. The taught curriculum refers to the knowledge, skills, and attitudes that teachers and students actually engage with and learn in the classroom. It is the curriculum that is implemented and delivered by teachers and experienced by students, which may or may not align with the intended curriculum, or the curriculum that is officially planned and documented by educational institutions or government bodies. Question number 2. The idea that curriculum design is a scientific process that should be aligned with a school's overall goals and philosophy is associated with blank. A. Hilda Taba. B. Ralph Tyler. C. Robert Gagne. D. Grant Wiggins and J. McTighe. The idea that curriculum design is a scientific process that should be aligned with a school's overall goals and philosophy is associated with blank. For question number 2, the correct answer is B. Ralph Tyler. Ralph Tyler was an American educator and scholar who made significant contributions to curriculum design in the mid-20th century. He is best known for his book, Basic Principles of Curriculum and Instruction, which was first published in 1949 and became a seminal work in the field of education. Tyler's approach to curriculum design emphasized the importance of starting with clear educational objectives and then developing learning experiences and assessments that would help students achieve those objectives. He saw curriculum design as a scientific process that involved identifying the needs of learners, defining clear objectives, selecting appropriate learning experiences, and evaluating the outcomes of instruction. One of Tyler's most influential contributions was his model of curriculum design, which consists of 4 essential questions that educators should ask when designing a curriculum. What are the educational objectives that we want to achieve? What kinds of learning experiences will help students achieve those objectives? How can we organize those learning experiences into a coherent and meaningful sequence? How can we evaluate whether students have achieved the desired objectives? Tyler's work has had a lasting impact on curriculum design and continues to be influential in the field of education today. Hilda Taba. Hilda Taba was an Estonian-American educator who developed a curriculum model known as the Taba model in the 1960s. Her approach emphasized the importance of starting with a broad view of a subject and then gradually narrowing the focus to specific concepts and skills. She also advocated for the integration of different subjects and the use of experiential learning. Robert Gagne. Robert Gagne was an American educational psychologist who is best known for his work on instructional design and learning theory. He developed the 9 Events of Instruction model, which outlines a series of steps that educators can use to design effective learning experiences. His work emphasized the importance of sequencing instructional content in a way that is aligned with the learner's existing knowledge and skills. Grant Wiggins and Jay McTighe. Grant Wiggins and Jay McTighe are American educators who co-authored the book, Understanding by Design, in 1998. Their approach to curriculum design, also known as backward design, starts with the end goals in mind and then works backwards to develop learning experiences that will help students achieve those goals. They emphasize the importance of creating learning experiences that are meaningful, engaging, and authentic. Question number 3. Blank refers to a lesson plan or syllabus written by teachers. A. Written curriculum. B. Supported curriculum. C. Hidden curriculum. D. Assessed curriculum. Blank refers to a lesson plan or syllabus written by teachers. For question number 3, the correct answer is A. Written curriculum. Written curriculum. This refers to the lesson plan or syllabus that teachers develop and write down. It outlines the topics to be covered, the learning objectives, the teaching methods, the materials needed, and the assessment strategies. Supported curriculum. Supported curriculum. This refers to the resources and materials that teachers use to supplement the written curriculum, such as textbooks, workbooks, videos, and online resources. These resources may be provided by the school or district or selected by the teacher. Hidden curriculum. Hidden curriculum. This refers to the unintended lessons that students learn in school, such as the norms, values, beliefs, and attitudes that are conveyed through the school culture, interactions with teachers and peers, and the physical environment. The hidden curriculum is not explicitly stated in the written curriculum. Assessed curriculum. Assessed curriculum. This refers to the content and skills that are formally assessed and evaluated in the classroom, such as tests, quizzes, projects, and presentations. The assessed curriculum may align with the written curriculum or may be more narrow in scope. Question number 4. A learning outcome can be manifested by what students can perform or do either in their cognitive, affective, or psychomotor domain. A. Written curriculum. B. Assessed curriculum. C. Supported curriculum. D. Learned curriculum. A learning outcome can be manifested by what students can perform or do either in their cognitive, affective, or psychomotor domain. For question number 4, the correct answer is D. Learned curriculum. The learned curriculum refers to what students have actually learned or acquired through their educational experiences, regardless of what was planned or intended in the written curriculum or assessed in the assessed curriculum. It includes not only the cognitive domain, knowledge and intellectual skills, but also the affective domain, attitudes and values, and the psychomotor domain, physical skills and abilities. The learned curriculum is important because it provides a more accurate picture of what students have actually learned. This can help educators to adjust their instructional practices and strategies to better support student learning and achievement. Question number 5. This refers to the lessons and academic content taught in a school or in a specific course or program. A. Subject. B. Syllabus. C. Course outline. D. Curriculum. This refers to the lessons and academic content taught in a school or in a specific course or program. For question number 5, the correct answer is D. Curriculum. The curriculum refers to the overall set of lessons, academic content, and learning experiences that are designed to achieve specific educational goals. A curriculum may include multiple courses, programs, or subjects, and it is typically designed to be comprehensive and structured. The curriculum is often developed by educational experts or committees, and it may be influenced by factors such as government regulations, cultural norms, and educational standards. Subject. This refers to a specific area of study or a topic. For example, subjects in a school may include math, science, English, social studies, and so on. Syllabus. This is a document that outlines the specific topics, themes, and content that will be covered in a course or program. It typically includes information about course goals, learning objectives, assignments, exams, and grading policies. Course outline. This is similar to a syllabus in that it outlines the specific topics and content that will be covered in a course. However, a course outline may be more concise and may not include as much detail as a syllabus. Question number 6. Which of the options below describes a disciplinary approach for managing misbehaving students that is not perceived as a threat? A. Do push-ups. B. Send to guidance office. C. Squat before the class. D. Stand under the sun. Which of the options below describes a disciplinary approach for managing misbehaving students that is not perceived as a threat? For question number 6, the correct answer is B. Send to guidance office. Sending a misbehaving student to the guidance office is a non-threatening approach to discipline as it involves referring the student to a counselor or another qualified professional who can offer guidance and support rather than using physical punishment or public humiliation. Options A, C, and D involve physical activities or exposure to the elements and can be perceived as threatening or humiliating, potentially exacerbating the student's misbehavior. Question number 7. What behavior should teachers avoid encouraging, considering that each of them has a responsibility as a behavior reinforcing agent? A. Constant reinforcement. B. Positive relationship. C. Threats. D. Reward appropriate behavior. What behavior should teachers avoid encouraging, considering that each of them has a responsibility as a behavior reinforcing agent? For question number 7, the correct answer is C. Threats. Teachers should avoid encouraging threats as a means of behavior reinforcement. Threats can create a negative environment and can also lead to fear-based compliance rather than genuine engagement and positive learning outcomes. Instead, teachers should focus on positive reinforcement of appropriate behavior through rewards and fostering positive relationships with their students. Constant reinforcement can also be problematic as it may create an environment where students become dependent on external validation rather than developing intrinsic motivation. Therefore, it is important for teachers to strike a balance between providing positive feedback and fostering a sense of autonomy and responsibility in their students. Question number 8. Teacher Mark instructed his students to pair up and conduct an interview to introduce each other to the class. In which category of Edgar Dale's experiential learning model would this activity fall? A. Purposeful experience. B. Verbal symbols. C. Dramatized experience. D. Demonstration. Teacher Mark instructed his students to pair up and conduct an interview to introduce each other to the class. In which category of Edgar Dale's experiential learning model would this activity fall? For question number 8, the correct answer is A. Purposeful experience. The activity of conducting an interview to introduce each other to the class would fall under the category of purposeful experience in Edgar Dale's experiential learning model. This category emphasizes hands-on learning through direct experience and active participation. In this activity, students would be engaging in a purposeful experience by conducting the interview and learning about their partner through direct interaction. Edgar Dale's cone of experience is a visual model that represents different types of learning experiences and their level of concreteness or abstraction. The cone illustrates that learners retain information more effectively when they experience it actively rather than passively. The cone is divided into 10 sections, ranging from concrete experiences at the base of the cone to abstract concepts at the apex. The sections are labeled as follows. 1. Direct, purposeful experiences. Hands-on activities, such as conducting experiments, building models, or taking part in simulations. 2. Contrived experiences. Role-playing exercises, simulations, and games designed to replicate real-world situations. 3. Dramatized experiences. Theatrical productions, puppet shows, or skits. 4. Demonstrations. Watching someone perform a task or activity, such as a science experiment or a cooking demonstration. 5. Field trips. Visiting a place of interest, such as a museum, zoo, or historical site. 6. Exhibits. Viewing displays, such as art exhibits, science exhibits, or historical exhibits. 7. Films, radio, and television. Watching educational programs or documentaries on various subjects. 8. Verbal symbols. Reading books, listening to lectures or speeches, and engaging in discussions. 9. Visual symbols. Viewing images, photographs, or diagrams. 10. Abstract symbols. Dealing with abstract concepts, such as mathematical formulas or complex scientific theories. In this pyramid, the base represents the most concrete learning experiences, such as direct, purposeful experiences, and contrived experiences. As learners move up the pyramid, the experiences become more abstract and conceptual, culminating in the use of abstract symbols to represent ideas and concepts. Visual and verbal symbols are located in the middle of the pyramid, as they represent a combination of concrete and abstract learning experiences. Field trips, exhibits, demonstrations, and dramatized experiences are also located in the middle of the pyramid, as they involve a combination of direct and indirect experiences. Finally, the top of the pyramid represents the highest level of abstraction, where learners engage with abstract symbols to represent complex ideas and concepts. This level is reserved for advanced learners who have a deep understanding of the subject matter and are capable of abstract thinking. Question number 9. To nurture students' creativity, which activities should a teacher avoid? A. Ask what-if questions. B. Ask questions with one correct answer. C. Be open to any ideas. D. Ask divergent thinking questions. To nurture students' creativity, a teacher should avoid asking questions with only one correct answer, option B. This type of questioning often requires students to recall information or repeat what they have been taught, rather than engaging in creative thinking or problem solving. Instead, teachers should encourage open-ended questions that promote divergent thinking, such as what-if questions, option A. They should also be open to any ideas, option C, and ask divergent thinking questions, option D, which require students to generate multiple solutions or perspectives to a problem. By avoiding questions with only one correct answer and instead using open-ended and divergent thinking questions, teachers can create an environment that fosters creativity and encourages students to think outside the box. Question number 10. According to Higher Education Act of 1994, which agency has direct supervision and management of teacher education institutions or colleges of education in the country? A. Professional Board of Teachers. B. Basic Education Committee. C. Commission on Higher Education. D. State Universities. According to Higher Education Act of 1994, Which agency has direct supervision and management of teacher education institutions or colleges of education in the country? For question number 10, the correct answer is C. Commission on Higher Education. The Commission on Higher Education, CHED, is an agency of the Philippine government responsible for overseeing the country's higher education institutions. Established in 1994 under the Higher Education Act, CHED's mandate includes the development, improvement, and expansion of the country's higher education system. CHED's responsibilities include setting and enforcing standards for higher education institutions, accrediting programs and institutions, promoting research and development in higher education, and allocating funds for higher education programs and projects. Question number 11. I want to test the fluency of ideas among my students. Which activity will be most appropriate? A. Solving puzzle. B. List the fruit-bearing trees in 1 minute. C. Experiment. D. Comparing result. I want to test the fluency of ideas among my students. Which activity will be most appropriate? Question number 11. The question is asking for an activity that will test the fluency of ideas among students. This means an activity that will allow students to generate a large number of ideas within a short period of time. Out of the options provided, the most appropriate activity for testing fluency of ideas is option B. List the fruit-bearing trees in 1 minute. This activity requires students to generate as many different fruit-bearing trees as they can within a given time frame, which tests their ability to generate a large number of ideas quickly. Option A, solving puzzles, may test problem-solving skills. Option C, conducting an experiment, may test scientific inquiry skills. Option D, comparing results, may test data analysis skills. Therefore, option A, B, and C does not necessarily test the fluency of ideas. Question number 12. According to Bronfenbrenner, what system contains structures that have direct contact with the child? A. Microsystem. B. Exosystem. C. Mesosystem. D. Chronosystem. According to Bronfenbrenner, what system contains structures that have direct contact with the child? Question number 12. The correct answer is A. Microsystem. URIE Bronfenbrenner's ecological systems theory is a theoretical framework that explains how various factors in a child's environment interact to influence their development. The theory is based on the idea that a child's development is shaped by a complex system of relationships and interactions, which exist across different levels or systems of influence. The ecological systems theory includes 5 interconnected systems that shape a child's development: the microsystem, the mesosystem, the exosystem, macrosystem, and the chronosystem. Each of these systems represents different levels of influence on the child's development, and they interact to create a complex and dynamic environment for the child. Microsystem. This system includes the immediate environment in which a child lives and interacts, such as the family, school, neighborhood, and peer group. These are the structures that have direct contact with the child and shape their development and experiences. The microsystem is considered the most influential level of the ecological systems theory as it provides the most immediate and direct impact on a child's development. Mesosystem. This system includes the connections and interactions between different parts of the child's microsystem, such as the relationship between parents and teachers or between family and peer group. The mesosystem describes the linkages between microsystems and how they influence the child's development. Exosystem. This system refers to the broader societal structures that indirectly influence a child's development, such as the parent's workplace, the government, or the media. The exosystem represents the systems that the child does not directly interact with, but still have an impact on their development. Macrosystem. This system includes the broader cultural, social, and historical context in which the child lives, such as the beliefs, values, and customs of their culture. The macrosystem represents the larger societal factors that influence the child's development. Chronosystem, which refers to the effects of time on development, including historical events and personal life transitions. Chronosystem is an important component of Bronfenbrenner's ecological systems theory, highlighting the ways in which time and historical events can impact a child's development within the broader ecological context. Overall, Bronfenbrenner's ecological systems theory emphasizes the importance of understanding the complexity and interconnectedness of various systems that influence a child's development. It also highlights the need for a holistic approach to understanding child development that considers the multiple levels of influence and interaction. Question number 13. What is the value of giving verbal guidance in improving pupils' learning behavior? A. It facilitates the perfection of the skill. B. It gives adequate and better techniques. C. Serves as informational feedback. D. It provides emotional support. What is the value of giving verbal guidance in improving pupils' learning behavior? For question number 13, the correct answer is C. Serves as informational feedback. Providing informational feedback to pupils can have a significant impact on their learning and development. When students receive feedback on their work, it can help them stay motivated and engaged in their learning. Positive feedback can reinforce their efforts and progress, while constructive feedback can help them identify areas for improvement. By providing specific, actionable feedback, teachers can help students develop the skills and knowledge they need to succeed. Feedback can also help students develop a better understanding of their own learning processes and abilities, which can help them become more self-aware and reflective. This, in turn, can help them become more effective learners. Additionally, feedback that recognizes a student's accomplishments can help boost their confidence and self-esteem, which can help them feel more positive about their abilities and more willing to take risks and try new things. Overall, providing informational feedback can be a valuable tool for teachers in helping students improve their learning behavior and achieve their goals. Question number 14. A child likes to play his building blocks without looking at the building instructions. Which learning style is he exhibiting? A. Spatial learner. B. Kinesthetic. C. Linguistic. D. Visual learner. A child likes to play his building blocks without looking at the building instructions. Which learning style is he exhibiting? For question number 14, the correct answer is A. Spatial learner. Spatial learners tend to think in pictures and visualizations and prefer to learn through hands-on experiences and exploration rather than relying on instructions or verbal explanations. They often excel in activities such as art, design, and construction, and tend to have a good sense of direction and spatial awareness. The child's preference for exploring and experimenting with building blocks without relying on instructions suggests a spatial learning style. Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences is a model of human intelligence that suggests that people have a range of different types of intelligence, rather than a single, unified intelligence. According to Gardner, there are 8 distinct types of intelligence that individuals may possess. Linguistic intelligence. This type of intelligence relates to language, including the ability to read, write, and speak fluently. People with linguistic intelligence often excel at communicating ideas and using language to persuade others. Logical mathematical intelligence. This type of intelligence involves the ability to reason and problem solve using numbers and logical systems. People with this intelligence are often skilled in math, science, and logic. Musical intelligence. Musical intelligence is the ability to recognize and create musical patterns and rhythms. People with this intelligence often have a strong sense of pitch and can remember melodies and songs easily. Spatial intelligence. Spatial intelligence is the ability to visualize and manipulate 3D objects and spatial relationships. People with this intelligence may excel at activities like puzzles, architecture, and map reading. Bodily kinesthetic intelligence. This type of intelligence relates to physical movement and coordination. People with this intelligence often excel at sports, dance, or other physical activities. Interpersonal intelligence. Interpersonal intelligence involves the ability to understand and interact effectively with other people. People with this intelligence are often good at reading body language and understanding the emotions and motivations of others. Intrapersonal intelligence. Intrapersonal intelligence involves self-awareness and self-reflection. People with this intelligence may be introspective and reflective, and may have a strong sense of their own emotions and motivations. Naturalistic intelligence. Naturalistic intelligence is the ability to understand and interact with the natural world. People with this intelligence may be good at identifying and classifying plants and animals, or understanding natural systems like weather patterns. According to Gardner, everyone possesses all 8 of these types of intelligence to some degree, but individuals may be stronger in one or more types than others. This theory has important implications for education, suggesting that teachers should be aware of and try to accommodate the different types of intelligence in their students. Question number 15. Which of the following is the best relationship for the school and community? A. Partnership. B. School principal supervision. C. Teacher-led program. D. Community rule. Which of the following is the best relationship for the school and community? For question number 15, the correct answer is A. Partnership. The best relationship for the school and community is a partnership. A partnership involves collaboration and cooperation between the school and the community to achieve common goals and address issues that affect both. This type of relationship allows for the sharing of resources, expertise, and knowledge to improve the educational outcomes of students and benefit the community as a whole. In contrast, school principal supervision, teacher-led programs, and community rule are all forms of hierarchical relationships, which may not be as effective in fostering mutual understanding and respect between the school and community. While the school principal is responsible for the overall management of the school, and teachers are responsible for the education of students, a partnership with the community can provide valuable input and support to these efforts. Similarly, community rule may not take into account the needs and interests of the school, while a partnership can ensure that both the school and community are working towards a shared vision for the benefit of all. Question number 16. Which is regarded by the scholars as the faculty of intelligence linked to creative thinking among learners? A. Critical thinking. B. Problem solving. C. Imagination. D. Spatial knowledge. Which is regarded by the scholars as the faculty of intelligence linked to creative thinking among learners? For question number 16, the correct answer is C. Imagination. Imagination allows individuals to generate new and innovative ideas, visualize concepts, and think outside the box. It is a key component in the creative process and is often associated with fields such as art, literature, and design. Question number 17. What is required in order to go up the next level for a student who did not meet expectations in 2 learning areas? A. Reduction to lower level. B. Take remedial classes even without passing them. C. Grade retention. D. Pass remedial classes for 2 learning areas. What is required in order to go up the next level for a student who did not meet expectations in 2 learning areas? For question number 17, the correct answer is D. Pass remedial classes for 2 learning areas. Students are expected to meet specific learning competencies for each grade level in order to be promoted to the next grade level. If a student does not meet expectations in 1 or 2 learning areas, he or she needs to pass a remedial class for those learning areas. If the student does not meet expectations in 3 or more learning areas, he or she may not be considered ready to move up to the next grade level. Question number 18. How will you characterize present efforts to use concrete situations in teaching math concepts and formulas? A. Pure mathematics. B. Abstract mathematics. C. Theoretical mathematics. D. Applied mathematics. How will you characterize present efforts to use concrete situations in teaching math concepts and formulas? For question number 18, the correct answer is D. Applied mathematics. The use of concrete situations in teaching is particularly important in applied mathematics, where students work on problems related to real-world scenarios and use data to develop and test mathematical models. Question number 19. Among thinking strategies, comprehension monitoring is the ability to blank. A. Make decision. B. Make judgment. C. Check new information. D. Check progress. Among thinking strategies, comprehension monitoring is the ability to blank. For question number 19, the correct answer is D. Check progress. Comprehension monitoring involves evaluating one's understanding of a particular text, concept, or idea and making ongoing assessments of progress towards achieving comprehension. This allows one to identify when they are not understanding something and to take appropriate action to clarify their understanding. Checking progress is an important part of comprehension monitoring, as it helps to ensure that one is understanding the material as they proceed through it. Question number 20. On the aspect of personal classroom management, which factor greatly affects the rate of learning among learners? A. The level of difficulty in content. B. The PowerPoint presentation. C. The student's activity. D. The clarity of voice and delivery of the teacher. On the aspect of personal classroom management, which factor greatly affects the rate of learning among learners? For question number 20, the correct answer is D. The clarity of voice and delivery of the teacher. The teacher's voice and delivery play a crucial role in ensuring that students are able to understand and follow the lesson effectively. A teacher who speaks clearly, with a moderate pace and tone, and who delivers the lesson in an engaging and interactive manner is more likely to capture students' attention and facilitate effective learning. This is particularly important for students who may have different learning styles and preferences, and for those who may struggle to concentrate or engage in the learning process. While the level of difficulty in content, PowerPoint presentations, and student activity can also impact the rate of learning, these factors are secondary to the quality of teaching delivery. Question number 21. What does a difficulty index 0.20 mean? The test item is blank. A. Difficult. B. Easy. C. Average. D. Very difficult. What does a difficulty index 0.20 mean? The test item is blank. For question number 21, the correct answer is A. Difficult. A difficulty index of 0.20 indicates that the test item is considered difficult. Difficulty index is a statistical measure used to evaluate the level of difficulty of test items, and it represents the proportion of examinees who answered the item correctly. The lower the difficulty index, the harder the item is, while the higher the difficulty index, the easier the item is. Typically, a difficulty index between 0.15 and 0.85 is considered optimal, as it indicates that the item is discriminating enough to differentiate between high and low performing examinees. Here's a reference for difficulty index. Question number 22. Complete the analogy. School heads is to national competency-based, while standards for school teachers is to blank. A. Professional Philippine standards for teachers. B. Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. C. National Competency-Based Teacher Standards. D. National Competency-Based Standards. Complete the analogy. School heads is to national competency-based, while standards for school teachers is to blank. For question number 22, the correct answer is B. Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. The analogy is asking for the equivalent standards for school teachers, just as national competency-based is a type of standard for school heads. The Philippine government has developed and implemented a set of standards for teachers known as the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers, PPST. These standards outline the competencies and qualities that teachers in the Philippines should possess in order to be effective in their roles. Question number 23. The concept of kindergarten school is drawn from a blank root word which means children's garden. A. German. B. French. C. Greek. D. English. The concept of kindergarten school is drawn from a blank root word which means children's garden. Question number 23. The correct answer is A. German. The concept of kindergarten was developed by Friedrich Froebel in Germany in 1837. The word kindergarten comes from the German words Kinder, meaning children, and Garten, meaning garden, which together mean children's garden. Froebel saw children as plants who needed care and nurturing in order to grow and develop, hence the use of the term garden to describe his educational approach. Question number 24. These are elements for focus in the exit slip on student learning at the end of the class, except A. Teacher behavior. B. Meaningful activities. C. Affective approaches. D. Objectives achieved. These are elements for focus in the exit slip on student learning at the end of the class, except. For question number 24, the correct answer is A. Teacher behavior. The other elements, meaningful activities, effective approaches, and objectives achieved, are all typically included in an exit slip on student learning at the end of class. These elements help students reflect on what they have learned, evaluate their understanding, and provide feedback to the teacher. However, the teacher's behavior is not usually a focus of the exit slip, as it is more focused on the student's learning experience and outcomes. Question number 25. Which of the following statements is most closely associated with Friedrich Froebel's theory of education? A. Education should emphasize the development of critical thinking skills. B. Learning should be based on the individual needs and interests of the student. C. Students should be taught a wide range of subjects to prepare them for the workforce. D. Discipline and strict rules are necessary for effective learning. Which of the following statements is most closely associated with Friedrich Froebel's theory of education? For question number 25, the correct answer is B. Learning should be based on the individual needs and interests of the student. Froebel believed that education should be child-centered and focus on the natural development of the individual, rather than strict discipline or rote learning. Thank you for watching Gilles Let Review. I hope they've been helpful in your exam preparation. Remember that success in the LET requires consistency and dedication, so I encourage you to come back for more videos to help you stay on track with your studies. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos. My goal is to provide you with high-quality content that helps you feel confident and prepared for the exam. So, let's work together towards your success in the LET. Keep studying hard and I'll see you in the next video.